Well, I'm sure a lot of kids are breaking in the new toys they found under the tree or in a stocking, but some of those toys can come with a lot of noise. That's why audiologist Dr. Mike Sharp joining me now to share with us which toys could damage hearing. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
Okay, so I know we're going to go toy by toy and kind of do a little test with it, testing the decibels. Explain to me what we're about to do before we jump into it.
Sure. So what happens is a lot of times if parents are really concerned, there's a lot of apps you can get that are free to download. Don't have to worry about paying for them or anything like that. Some will ask for subscriptions, don't worry about it. It'll give you an idea of what to look for. And what we're looking for is anything that's above 85 dB are the things that we want to kind of keep away from kids' ears or just turn down if we can. A lot of toys, as we look at them, when you go to flip them on, like the on switch just goes straight, you go from off just to on. But a lot of them will actually have little volume controls in between, so you want to pay close attention to that.
I did not know that.
And so, or they'll have a volume control somewhere on them that you can tape. I've got 3 kids myself, and so sometimes when their toys are getting a little noisy, you can put some tape over the speaker or over that volume control.
Okay, yeah, that is tape over the speaker. Hey, that works. All right, so let's go toy by toy now and just kind of show the noise level that these can get to.
So this one's got a little volume control, and at the highest level, if you turn on your, so what we're seeing here is the instant and then kind of the peak volume. Where we're talking is most conversations around 60-ish dB. That's pretty normal level. When you first turn this one on, this thing peaks. I'm just going to play a whole bunch of music for us too. I really get to dance it. And it peaks at around almost 90 dB at the level of it. So again, if you're using it like you're supposed to, sitting somewhere a little ways away, that's not so bad. But when kids have a toy that makes a bunch of noise, what's one of the first things they do, especially the little ones, they hold it right up to their ear, and then that can potentially cause some damage.
And that was 90, and the average conversation is around 60, right?
Between 50 and 60 dB.
Wow. Okay.
And every 10 dB you go up is a doubling of loudness.
Wow.
So that means we're talking 4 or 5 times louder than just conversational speech.
Okay. All right.
Now this one I happened to find. I was being the guy walking around Target with the sound level meter. And if you go to this one and just turning it on, this one starts to peak out right at 85.
Wow.
And then as you're using the toys and pushing the buttons and all the fun things kids do,
louder and louder,
of that, we start getting closer to 90 dB again.
Wow.
And then our last one here is one of our favorite. We've got Elmo, everybody's favorite.
Absolutely. Classic.
And what's Elmo, if anything, but loud? So as you turn this one on and push a couple buttons, if you hold it up to your ear, and it's loud just standing here listening to it, we're talking anywhere from 95 to 100 dB is the loudness level of Elmo.
Wow.
We're talking about at least this specific toy.
Wow.
So those are things where, again, using it like you're supposed to with the speaker firing away is not quite so bad, but kids love to hold it up to the ear, hold it up to their sibling's ear, hit all the buttons. Then we're talking about potentially causing a little bit of hearing damage.
Talk a little bit more about the hearing damage that this could cause or what we've seen.
Sure. So what happens is noise happens in our lives all the time. Loud noises like a drop a plate, hit a fork on a plate, a car horn, something, but it's really short. What's really the key defining feature is the length of time that you're exposed to that noise.
Okay.
So if you've got a toy that's peaking at around 100 dB and you've got it up to your ear and you're listening to it for minutes or 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then we're thinking about causing hearing damage.
Wow.
If your child holds a toy up to their ear once and it makes a loud noise and you take it away right away, you don't have to worry too much at that point. But it's that exposure over time that builds up and causes some issues.
Especially if it's directly up at your ear.
Exactly.
Okay, any advice, just to kind of wrap it up real quick, any advice for parents, just the best ways to maybe manage these toys so that they don't get that hearing damage?
So on some of them here, they have the volume controls, and just make sure you can put some tape over it, cover it up. Other thing is find out where the speaker is, same kind of thing, you can put some tape over the speaker, or if you're doing some of the toy shopping ahead of time, or if your family members are doing some of the toy shopping, warning them that maybe you want to have some quieter toys, and just to avoid them in the first place would be nice too.
All right, absolutely, yeah. A lot of great advice there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. And parents, it's that time of the year. We got to keep watching these, especially as the new toys come along, and the app, so easy to learn from that. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.